Wolf Queen, hear our call and awaken. We summon Potema. Long have you slept the dreamless sleep of death, Potema. No longer. Hear us, Wolf Queen. We summon you. We summon Potema.
Yes! Yes! Return me to this realm!
As our voices summon you, the blood of the innocent binds you. Summon with words bound by blood.
What? What are you doing? You fools! You cannot bind me to your wills!
Summon with words bound by blood.
You ants don't have the power to bind me!
Something is wrong. There is an intruder. What was that? Someone there. Danger's about, I can tell. Be cautious. What was that?
So I think I will also kill the vampires just to get some bloody meat from them and use that against some bosses. Especially because I need to find some Bosmer vampire. How many Buddha vampires in this game are there?
You've returned. Potema, you've done a larger service to the realm than you could possibly know. A resurrected Potema. Hey! Watch it. May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Anyone with a stout heart like yours, welcome here.
You must have a death wish. We have some... I don't expect you to be capable of even that.
Actually, I can steal from her, right? She's just... her merchant chest is available for everybody to steal. I can learn all the spells. Oh man, there's so much good stuff in here. Let's get also some fire cloak just to have it. We don't need the teleportation scrolls. I don't think we need those. We can steal maybe the soul gems. And again, we don't really need the money, but yeah, I thought that too. But look at this. I don't know. Maybe it's Lalaland that, you know, the mod that changes the blue palace, because I don't know, this is the chest, right? This is it. I think it's the only one I've seen around, but I'll have all the spells in the game. It's interesting because that means an Oriel build with that can open master chest would be able to get the bonus immediately. I don't know, team. I have no idea. I'm playing with what I have right now. Like, I also know that what I'm doing with the skeleton key is going to be removed in the next patch. But you know, I'm playing in this patch, so that's what I have.
Of thought may wind their way through this realm.
All right, let's kill.
You helped me. Now he. Oh, and you.
We're going to have, as usual, the legacy bone in our inventory forever. I wonder if there are other merchants like her, like Sibylle. I don't remember how she's called. But I'm officially the most knowledgeable mage in the realm. I have all the spells. We have even Mage Armor 4. Not bad, not bad. Where are you?
Waking up people in the middle of the... Go. I'll make an
Right, I
exception
can open everything. I can
but
open
do not
this.
bring anything out when you leave.
I can open... Is there any important item? Ah, whatever. Alright, let's kill ourselves as lighted, shall we? So, I think we should be able to stay invisible on the other side. Yeah, because for some reason this door is not one of those that is instantaneously open. So now the question is where this lighted is. Is it behind the web or in front of us? Okay, it's behind the web. Perfect. Then what we do is we kill the spiders here. Or a whisper. Well, let's get the... Bingo. Okay, we got the robe of alteration. So we also got the peerless robes of illusion. We have peerless illusion, peerless destruction, peerless robe of illusion. We found so much good stuff. Alright, I want to see how much damage I do to the big boy right there. Because we would like to have his salts. Shit, he touched me. Okay. Go invisible, run down. Let's see, how much damage do we do to this guy? Yeah, it's doable. Do you think I should report it to Lala, this the merchant? I need to stop taking my bolts. No, but this is probably a mod that changes the blue palace. Because those are usually the one that fuck up the master chest, right? Because the position should be under the terrain now, so you cannot access it. But if you change the cell, I guess it gets reverted. Like it's a bad patch, probably something like that. No, I don't take the goblet. Okay, frost salts, good. Let's check if we can find other dragon bolts. I don't think we'll find them. Okay. So I'm not going to do the Shigo quest because it's super boring. We're going to keep the hippon in the inventory. Just give me a second. Okay, no, I can do it later. So we can just keep the hippon, I don't care. The point was to take the master ropes. Let me write this in chat very quickly to Lala so I don't forget about it. How she's called? Sibyl? Sibyl. Upload file. Chest. We shouldn't. All right. Let's go back. So we have vampires to do now. I also want to do a set for restoring. Nah, it's fine. Let's just take a push. What did I do? So you guys want to have a laugh? I should have 14 surpassing, not 11. yesterday my cat pressed the button that the key that that uses surpassing potion, so I lost 3 of the most important items in the game because my cat was angry. This place, it's easier to reach from Wolf. Alright, let's check the vampire meat, bloody meat. I want to collect some meat from vampires, I was saying before. It would be nice to have it for the end game. Okay, let's do this. After that we continue the main quest line, and well, actually I don't know yet. I want to maybe get the spell from alteration before I continue the main quest line. Burning oil, chill oil, yes, let's take this. Those are the only offensive oils that will... offensive poisons I can do with the spill. Alright, I want to try to use the Silverline Dragonborn Bolt. I want to see how much damage they do. Ooh, one of them is sleeping. Ooh,
Always the best.
that's a mistake.
Blood has never tasted as sweet since.
You should not sleep. 129,000 damage. No, we found careless alteration. Whatever, duplicate. So, dwarven stuff. Do we need the dwarven stuff? Yeah, but not. Let's not take it now. And then, okay. Illusion, we don't click it because we may perk into it. So, let me guess. Vampire Troll, and this is a vampire, and that is a vampire. Okay. Should be relatively simple to kill them. Let's start with the vampires. No, wait a second. That looks too easy to have a target. This one, maybe. Perfect. Then the second one. There is a third one. I missed the third one. I don't know where she was.
Is someone there?
Okay, let's kill the vampire first, as always. Where is she? She's invisible. So I'm cheating. Okay, let's aura whisper her so I can pinpoint her.
Anybody there?
Yeah, I like True Hard, but it does make the game a bit too easy with some of these targets, it's true. Because you always get the bar on top of them even before you hit them, so you can see people that are invisible you normally should not see. I just really like the way it works, compared to having one bar on top and you don't know who the hell he is, or... You know,
Anybody
especially when
there?
there are a lot of people. Alright. This is cleaned. Let's... Rather restore stamina, Glad restore stamina. Let's take it to make potions. And then we have one vampire here. The second vampire here. Come on, game, give me a freaking break. Like, do you guys know if I need to find some Bosmer vampires. Like, I'm considering going around. Ooh, 2 surpassing potions. Yo. He has 2 surpassing potions. He always has 2 surpassing potions, so he pops them during the fight because I usually don't get 2 surpassing potions out of this guy. Nice, thank you, man. Okay, there is one more vampire. Red guy. Yeah, I need to find again. I need to find Bosmers. I still prefer it to vanilla because in vanilla, when it's very dark, NPCs see you through glass. Yeah, you're right. It's the thing is, the game is like, it's not very well balanced. Like, enemies also see you in the dark in strange ways that clearly should not happen. So I agree with you. It's just that.
More cutscene. I live to serve.
Let's give you this and the dweller stuff and the dragon bones.
It's
Okay.
been so much fun.
Let's open the chest in the meanwhile. Ring of Peerless Stamina. I already had it. Have it? Yes. I haven't been too lucky with the jewels. I don't need jewels, but jewelry. Sorry, but still, I haven't been very lucky with those. I've only recently found the nullification ring. Alright, so we should do Redwater Dam too at some point. Let's close this quest and then maybe we can reach the end of Redwater Dam, so I could fight an Ebony Vampire, right? Because I'm thinking also Movart is another target to get some bloody meat. Like, vampires are the perfect target for this build. Bosmer works really well as an assassin.
I prefer... Take a look.
Okay, let's sell this, let's sell that, sell this, sell this, sell this one we keep. Peerless Alteration, Peerless Illusion. We have the Master of Alteration though, which is better, right? And slightly better. So let's sell that. Let's sell this.
Take care of yourself. Always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spoon.
Does she have any other? All right. Blue Palace is done, and we got some meat, some bloody meat. That's good. So what is Smoldering Ruins? Oh really? I don't. Let me check. But where is Smoldering Ruins? Can you give me a hint of what it is? I don't. By the name, I can't remember. It's a small cave in the ridge. This one I already cleared up. It didn't have any Bosmer for me. So I know that there is. Yeah, it's this one. I'm hunting Marai Pond. We clean it up, so we have a cave here with vampires, and I think we go Redwater Den, and then maybe we can do Movart just to collect some bloody meat and don't forget about it for the rest of the game. Like for bosses, I really would like the Bosmer one because it gives us a ton of stamina and damage, if I'm not mistaken. So
take a look. Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices. My bones ache for the moon sugar. It has been too long since I tasted it.
You know that our supply is limited. It could be a season or more before we get a new shipment from the south.
My ears hear the truth in your words, and yet my body shakes with the need.
Control yourself. Do not frighten away our customers with your fits.
Yes, of course, you are right. Still, I would give much for even a few.
all right, let's do Marapon quickly. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but it would be nice to collect some of this meat before we go back to fight Dragon Priest and Alduin in particular. So the idea is to get alteration to 100, and then we start again fighting Alduin. We fight Alduin on the Throat of the World. Throat? But whatever it's called. And then we finish the main quest line. I think the only problem against Alduin is we don't have that much protection at the moment, so alteration will fix that. We could actually kill the mage down there if we wanted. Maybe there are a couple of mages here, if I'm not mistaken. One is there. Nothing, and the other one is in the cave here. There should be one outside and one inside the cave, and then we can go to Redwater Den. So I think the two places are Redwater Den and Mobart, and then of course we can do Dungard. At this point we can do Dungard. If we want, we should be able to reach Arkon with no problem. No problems at all. I don't see what can stop us in the quest line, in the Dungard quest line. Because the thing about dragons is that you need to use Dragon Rend, at least against Alduin. So there is that one problem that they can hear you. Dankar doesn't have the problem. You can do everything as a stealth character without ever revealing yourself. So maybe we can do that too. I mean, we'll need to kill Archon anyway at some point, so why not start him now? That was a bit too high. What is too hard? Boss bar, Anchor X we can do. Let's do 20. So we already have it. Okay, there was nothing here. No, I remember this mage to be a bit higher level. It is a boss, right? Oh, the game crashed. Anyway, I do red water then, collect all the meat, go to do Movat, collect all the meat, and then we should be good to go for most of the quest lines. And I was discussing yesterday about the fact that maybe the easiest of the bosses for us is going to be Mirak. So the reasoning is that we need to use the shout, we need to use Dragorend. So there is a 5 seconds in which it can pinpoint our location and hit us. It's still doable, but you know, there is a danger involved in fighting Alduin. Archon, the main problem of Archon is that he moves like a bitch around the arena, and the arena is small. So as a sneak character, you risk bumping into somebody, and then once you bump in somebody, the fight becomes hell. And I think Archon will be the hardest one, if I have to guess, of the bosses. But Mirak doesn't really have a counter to a sneak archer. Because what Mirak does is when you do damage to him, right? When you do damage to Mirak, it will start the Nova, the Blizzard, all this stuff, but we're not going to be around him. We are an archer. So I think, oh my god, let's move it down a little bit more. So I think what we're going to do is a bit unconventional. We're going to do Mirak first. Also need to collect the other words of Aura of Whisper. I just don't know where they are. So I collected the... Like, I went into 2 places I thought that Aura Whisper was. But one of... Like, Volunru doesn't have a word of Aura Whisper. Like the website says it has. So I don't know if that was a bug and the word... there is a spider. But it would be nice to get all the Aura Whisper words. Just, you know, if we can pinpoint the enemy from distance, we win even before the fight starts. Okay, let's kill everybody. I want to try and kill them with dwarven bolts. Okay, that's a troll that's dead. But I want to see the vampire.
What's that?
Yeah, we can kill vampire with low tier bolts. Good.
I know I heard something.
Yeah, another problem we have is the lack of night vision. That sucks. The fact we don't have night vision is just bad. Ectoplasm. Okay, that's the vampire I cannot interact with. That's okay. So this is also going to be a test against the Ebony Vampire. I'm pretty sure I can one-shot them with the right ammo, the right bolts, but let's see. I'm curious.
Anybody there?
No, come here. Come here. Okay, Imperial intestines. Hey, a field grand soldier. That's nice. I also haven't taken the last effigy yet. At some point I need to make this decision that I'm postponing since the beginning. I'm really considering Sapyark for the additional damage. This probably is the only build I know that would really benefit from Sapyark.
So why don't you just drink the blood from the spring? I mean, that seems easier than running a school.
The boss said it's some sort of profane spring. It looks like blood, but it's not the real thing. Drinking it gives you strength, but it also gets you pretty messed up. That's why we thought of putting it in the schooner.
Get out of here before I call the guards.
Get out of here before.
You need to leave.
What? I'm even here to kill you. Right bloody north neck. There's nothing else here, right? Okay, we're getting close to the Ebony Vampire. Let's see how that goes. In my experience, the Ebony Vampire is not immediately killed. Well, he's in the other room, right? Anyway, so what we're going to do is we switch to Silverline Dragonborn board. We use those to kill them. They're very cheap to produce, so we should be fine to use them. So there is one. Is it outside or inside the coffin? It's inside the coffin. Okay, we didn't alert everything. That's good. Something else was okay. That's strange. Imperial intestines. No, it's the game is trying to tell us something. There are no Bosmer. There we go. So Bosmer is 1.5 points of stamina. Points of stamina. It's good. I can't think. Maybe the Blood Imperial intestines are better. Or is it? Attack costs 15% less stamina, which I assume is also reloading. Okay, there's nobody else here. Let's go. Is there any ingredients that I want now? Okay. Now I really need to not trigger any trap here. Last famous words. Also, we can make a lot of Daedra hearts if we want to, because we got a ton of hearts. Well done. We have what, 10 hearts. That one is the Ebony Vampire, right? So let's get close. We can always run away if he sees us. Let's get close. Yeah, it's the Ebony Vampire. So let's use the blade. It should do a lot of damage, right? Because it's sleeping. Okay, that was easy. Let's get the other vampire very quickly and then the troll. I assume that's the troll. Yes, and then the troll I can hit him. Oh, I didn't see. What's the red guard property? The red guard is... oh wow, even more stamina red guard is. 175. I see. So Bosmer gives you better regen. But slightly less better relative regen gives you. Whereas Redguard gives you really good relative regen. There is nobody else here, right? This gives you vampirism, right?
What happened?
Wait, they die after you enter. I should have killed them myself. No strange meat from them. Okay, fine. Let's kill the two outside. Let's see what meat they give us. Osmer and the one. What about this guy? You don't even know that I killed your friend. No. Fine. Lord. Alright, so let me check. We got quite a few bloody, but not that many that we like. That's the problem. Like Breton we don't need, Dammer we don't need, Kashit is fine, 6% movement is great, but again, meh. North we don't need, Orc is fine, it's not amazing, but it's fine. Redguard is good, but we got only 2, so I'd say we do also Movart. I'd say we do also Movart and get the bloody meat from his den. We should kill all the vampires that we come across. Right, I forgot about this. Our friends are here. Oops. Look at Mortal go. Let them go. Okay, it's going to kill the entire city. Let's get rid of them. So
Every one of them. Damn shame.
there we go. We got the start of the
Oh, what happened?
quest line.
Get away!
Let's start the quest. What do I need to do? I check the house and talk with the guards.
The Greybeard. Yar's been looking for some.
Yeah, let's go.
So, my people, many folk, should you prove him guilty?
This should be fast too. The only difference is that Movat is not going to sleep, but I have a feeling that he's still going to take a ton
Are
of
you a
damage
stranger?
from me.
But I'm alone. We have to wait. If you can find
So Lalaland changes this part quite a bit. Well, I mean, you still have to find her and kill Lilith, but the place where the girl is buried is different. Yeah, there we go. So let's wait nighttime.
make Lilith go away.
Yeah, let's make Lilith go away, Lilith. She's bloody Britain. Okay, so Britain is magic resist. I always forget. Britain is, yeah, magic resist, which is not. Maybe Britain could be a good idea in some, for instance, the Mirac fight, right? It's 7.5 magic resist out of nowhere.
Lalaland. She's dead. Eastmir's beard. She's... Keep your wit. She's dead. Lalaland. Alva told... I refuse to believe Alva had anything to do. What was that?
No. Okay, let's reload.
I hope Alva is not what you think.
Okay, arcane oil, arcane oil. She's deposing.
You can't hide from me.
Oh. That may have been stupid. I thought she was outside and she couldn't hit us. She did hit us once. So I need to get away from this place.
Where are you?
Ah, that was stupid. I need to be more careful with this stuff. Oh shit, they think I'm a killer. Just because I kill a woman? Guards are their biases. Okay.
Guess I was just hearing them.
Is Hero Alva? I assume you... I'll gather together some able-bodied warriors to clean out Movart's lair. They'll be waiting outside.
Over
Someone
here.
do
Get
something.
help. Can't hide from me. Yeah.
Okay, so they do think I'm an assassin. Well, that's... That wasn't what I wanted to do. I don't understand. Alva was clearly a vampire. I should not be marked as an assassin. This is dumb. Don't particularly care about mortal. It's just that it's annoying to have the city against. Alright. Anyway, let's kill everything. Then we think about what to do with mortar.
All they do is work, sleep.
Is someone there?
Okay, Bloody Britain. Let's collect more. The standard meat is not difficult to find. Alright. Movart. Movart is not an easy one. So, I think we just use some strong support for him. It should do the difference, and worst case scenario we run away. Yeah, it's not that. Alright, he's coming, so we get away.
No.
Bingo. Alright. Okay, one of the vampires is still is not happy with us. Good. Let's check this vampire here. Bloody Argonian. I guess we get 0.75 health, yeah. Movart. Bloody North. Dairy War Axe, the Ebony Armor, Necklace and Notification. Yeah, not bad.
What was that?
What was that? I don't know. Come and check. North. Yeah, Movart boots we don't need. Guess we can get the restoration master boots. Master boots, master robes. Okay, the vampire in here is dead. So here, take this. Let's check. I think there are some ebony boots here somewhere. No, ebony gauntlets, not boots. Alright, there is also the place south of Morta we can do. There's also a dragon there, we could do that. Yeah. Alright, Morvart is done. Now the problem is, will Mortal... What if... Do we need to finish this quest? I really don't want to go to Mortal and get attacked. Thing is, the guards are not very strong, but we have 272 health, armor. Like, any hit will pass through our armor very easily.
Have you heard?
There's been another dragon.
Wait, take this as a token.
Alright, this is done. This is done. So yeah, south of Farcliff is another one. We can do that too. To collect maybe a little bit more meat. We do have a lot now, so I'm not too worried, but let's still do it. It's so quick to kill vampires. The only one is again the every vampire that is strong. You know what? We don't need to stay to do it at night. I was waiting for vamps to attack me, but whatever. Like, I don't need to use these tricks. So I never remember how to reach the point up there. I assume this is blocked, right? We need to get around here. Hey, our supply of dwarven ingots.
I live to serve.
So let's give all the meat to him. He can bring them around for us, right? And if we need something, we can just get him. Yeah, that sounds about right. One moment.
butler's work is never done.
Over here!
I don't suppose you'll carry some of this for a while? You'll carry some of this for...
I always dreamt of being a pack mule.
Did you hear something? Why?
Alright, this should give us some more meat. So I also finally know the Movart is stronger than this guy. For some reason. Ah, he doesn't have a blood meat, this guy. Bloody meat. Wonder why. Why would he not have it? I need to compile a list of bugs that I've encountered with bloody meat. There are a few instances of strange behavior. Hey, hey! That's life. We are winning at the game here. It's going really, really well. Curiosity, if I want to cure myself, how effective that would be? Hampered. Yeah, not very effective. Good. So I'm collecting bloody meat from vampires. I've killed Movart, I've killed the Red Water Den and all this stuff, and now I've done the Blooded Throne. Yeah, I've done Movart. Movart was stronger than expected. It took 3 shots to kill him. Most of the enemies I've killed, most of the enemy encountered right now, they go down at max 2 shots. So Movart is stronger than normal ebony vampires, but also some named ebony vampire, which is interesting.
Certainly, sir.
We want to smell this. We want to smell this. All of this we keep it on him, but the ingredients we can get them. I can put it on the crossbow then. What do you mean? How do I make it? Let's melt. Nice. Okay, let's make a dragon bone. I don't see why I wouldn't make the only dragon one. So many. And then can I make silver line? Yes. Yes, we can. Dangar should be doable. After the model, when you recruit for the Dangar, the Smith guys a quest chain for making better explosive bolts to do them across well. Ooh, better explosive like better than the ones I have? Ooh, we go straight, we do that immediately. If that's the case, because I feel like first of all, we're already immortal and like we're really able to kill anything that, you know, even looked in our general direction. So but I would like to get even more power if possible, so let's try. Yeah, let's do Demolo. I don't think oops, that's a mistake. I don't think Demolo will be a problem at all because it's easier than the dungeons I've done, right? That's what you mean by Movart. I've killed 3 ebony vampires. I've done, you know, Redwater, Dan, etc. So I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about any of this really. Okay, the bloody stuff we keep it. The sun cloak we keep it for later. What about here? We have too many of this. I know that I'm going to use explosive bolts. I'm pretty sure those are stronger than normal ones from Requiem. Even if the end, the crossbow is 135. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. But even if it's not the case, we want to do Dawnguard, right? So yeah, I have an insane amount of bolts. Do we need to keep them all? No, I think the ebony bolts we put them back because we could make Daedric bolts, I guess. So we're going to run with Dragonborn bolts. And 355 Dragonborn bolts should be enough to kill anything. Okay, Dawnguard. Feel really good about this. What have I done? Where did I teleport it? I've killed the ebony warrior, like the ebony warrior was also very easy to kill. It's I think we can kill most of enemies at this point easily. I know that I keep saying it, but I keep getting stronger, so it feels more and more possible the more I move forward. The more I get stronger. Out of curiosity, are you sure that is the improved Dwemer crossbow is not the one that we found in Avanchanzal? Because I cannot make that one, the one that I found in Avanchanzal. So that's why I was wondering. And the and right now, unless that crossbow does a ton more damage than the Daedric crossbow, I think the Dragonbone crossbow. I think the Dragonbone crossbow is better because of the 25 decreased armor from the enemy, right? So, no, leave me alone. But let's do it anyway. It doesn't really matter what's like if like I want to get all the potential bonus. So even if it's not, even if it ends up not being that strong. Like any bonus is good. No, look, we do it anyway. Even if the final reward is not good enough, because we need to start Dawnguard, so why not doing it, right? Like, let's go Dimolo. Let's do Dimolo. We can get some meat there, and then we do the quest, the Dawnguard quest for the crossbow. So I guess it's the quest line of the woman, the woman that works on crossbows. I think she's the one. They gave me that. I'll look up online what quests give you better crossbows. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's. I didn't think about it. I keep forgetting that Dangar introduced better crossbows. So let's see.
Here to join the Dawn Guard?
I was saying before that I feel like the best, the easiest of the boss may be Mirak, but I still want a lot of damage.
But look, Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Yeah. That's good enough. I knew it. Here, you should take a cross.
He gave us a steel crossbow. Where are the steel bolts? One steel bolt he gave us. Whatever. So, do we want to risk teleporting to the Shrine of Dagon? I wonder. Let's see if we die. Don't try this at home, guys. Let's see if I die. Nope. We haven't slept enough for them to go back to life. That would have been fun. I would lie to you if I say that it never happened to me to die because of those guys respawning. Because you know, you keep teleporting to the same place, right? And you are fine, you're fine, you're fine. Then after 7 days or something like that, they're back there and they're very fast. So depending on the build you have, you may have a problem. We still have the Feather Falling Ring, yeah. Okay. I would just jump down and then regroup. What is the shit that YouTubers say when they do stupid things?
Never know when to give up.
Like, I can do that because I'm a YouTuber, don't try that at home or something like that.
To come in here alone, a fool like all the rest of them.
He fought well.
He fought well. Yo, Tolan, with the surpassing. Our friend Tolan gave us a gift. I actually hope that the dual crossbow is better because the Dragon Ball crossbow looks so bad. Sorry, but it's true. It's so shitty. Like, especially compared to the other one I had, which was the Daedric one. The Daedric one is so nice. No, don't use the good balls. How much base do you balls to? 120? 139. 139. Strange that the crossbow does only 280. It was 300 and something. Ah no, it was the Daedric one, 300 and something, never mind. So it doesn't do outstanding damage, but it has insane penetration, right? Which is what matters. Like, the damage is pretty consistent. Even against the Movart, it is done the same damage that usually it does with enemies, so it's pretty consistent. This is the saddest vampire ever get killed by. Oh no, I missed him. No meat. That was bad. I tried to kill him, but it didn't work. This is shit. Okay. So my question is, with all the bonuses, how much higher the damage would be? It was a mistake. I knew there was a vampire and I still... I've done a mistake there. 1 sec. Let me fix it. The explosive bolts are really strong, by the way. I didn't know they were so strong. I thought they were all linear damage. I didn't know that, like, the Dragon Bone bolts have additional effects. That wasn't a misgame. You're wrong.
Kill you.
Alright, Loki, let's try. Let's see how it goes.
I'll never tell you.
This is kind of the guy I was waiting to kill.
My oath to Stendar, stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe you, Vigilant.
and I don't think you even know what you found here.
Are you sure that was wise, Lokio? He's still...
Yeah. That's just a troll, right? Alright, here we go. Didn't even needed the elemental bolt for Lockhill. Savannah.
Where is... Who sent you here? I was expecting some of... I can help you find out what that is. By the way...
Strange, he marks the gargoyle as a boss, but they're not. Goodness.
This...
What's that?
Done and done.
Alright. There are also skeletons, right? No. Yes, there, but we can ignore them. Let's move on. Let's move on. We don't need anything special in here. Ah, boo. Yeah, but the question is if the damage is worth it, because the point of the Dragonbone weapons is that they reduce the armor by 25%, right? That's the reason why you're using them.
You're not going to keep me in...
But we can try. We can if we can make one if and see how it is, right? Like at the end of the day, we will have so much money, material, and everything. We can try any type of crossbow. Like, the build is coming together, but I never had so much money in Tribute of Tweaks and so much material like with this build. It's so easy to do most of the content that I end up doing most of the content essentially for free. Like even the surpassing, I never used one. I never had the case of using one. So let's give it a try and see how it is. Here we go. Let's go to Serranas.
It's so good to breathe again. This weather.
Is it marked? Yes. Let's go. And I would be so curious to see how the fight with Archon would be. It will be the last one. And I'm kind of wondering how difficult it will be. He has a lot of resistances, if I understood correctly, to most of the things most of our damage. And maybe one sad part of Dangar is that he never introduced sunlight bolts. I think something like sunlight arrows, but for crossbow would be okay. Would be overkill, but still, it would be really nice. So specialized bolts for undeads. What's she doing?
Hey, so before we go in, I think. Do you need something?
Open. Where are you? How dare you trespass here? Wait.
Oi, you're full of targets. You guys are lucky I cannot kill you here. I cannot even okay, I cannot even bring out my weapon. Easy sun damage. Nah, I think that with this build, the Boetia just works way too well. Doesn't matter how much damage Boetia gives us, the 1.5 times the
My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have my Elder Scroll.
Yeah, she has the Elder Scroll.
First thing you ask me?
Of course I'm delighted to see you, my daughter. Ah, if only
Must
your
I really
traitor
say
mother
the words
were here.
aloud?
I would let her
Now
watch this
tell
reunion
me,
before
who
putting
is
her
this?
head.
This is my safe.
For my daughter's safe return, tell me, what if I am by now? For centuries we lived. I offer you my blood. The power of my Perhaps you still need convincing.
No, I don't need convincing.
Behold
I don't
the
want...
power! This is the power that
Yeah,
I
now
offer. Make your choice. So be it. You are prey, like all mortals.
That's so sad.
I banish you.
So bad. He banishes us. Alright, so this is the quest. We recruit her, and then we do the quest for her. We start the quest line for her. Got it. This build does so much damage. I love it. And at this point, even if we die, I'm really happy with... I mean, I would be pissed off that we die now, but I'm really happy with the way it turns out to be. It was such a strong build. It's sad that I cannot show you the Arcane Assassin. That's sad. That would be like the third...
Shadows take you!
Look at this. I should have known it was a woman. And so, when you didn't stop them, you didn't secure the scroll. So they have everything by the divine. If you can find the last I bring the two of them back here, and we can get started on coming up with a plan.
Where is Gammar? Also, I'm still thinking about which shout, buffing shout we want to use for this build. I don't think there is a shout that gives us more damage, more range damage. So maybe Predator Might for more resistances, for more stats is an option. I don't know.
You just look around. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current well, so either I need to find... Now, I'll finish up here and head it...
There we go. And the other guy... It's not showing him on the map. What's going on? Where is he? Wait, where is Gammar? What the hell is going on?
See you there.
Mind yourself. There's a vicious bear on the loose.
No, not
you. I've tracked this down. Besides, tell me more. Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what these ones.
No. I've never seen him here. Sudden. Orc's Bane. Yo. Yeah, it's Soul's time. That would have been fun to do without being overpowered. Oh shit. Lord the Tusk. It's a Lord Tusk. Oh shit, Lord Tusk. Look at him resisting my damage.
Where'd you come from?
I didn't even know there was a special enemy in this. A special Urker. Yeah, whatever, kill them. I loot in the meanwhile. Yeah, justice prevail. He's losing. Let's see, what is the... what does it give you? Nothing. Ah, that's a wasted opportunity.
Don't know how you've helped me, so I'll meet you there.
What's in here? What's this? What's the boat? A sunk boat. So out of curiosity, what's the damage of the Onker Spain? 60. It's not that good. Oh, it's a mace. Then it's not too bad. So it's jagged, silver lined. Jagged seal. No, it's okay. It's steel. Okay. Yeah, I've done 2 black books already. I got stuck when I tried to do the Lich in White Ridge Barrow, which we should try again. Shall we try it again? We could try it now. Maybe it's not a bad idea because we have the Dragonbone Vault now, and we have the shortcut there. Let's give it a try. But yeah, I've been in Solstheim already. I wanted to rush a couple of things. Like, essentially, I was searching for skill books to min-max the character. It was a stupid idea, but I tried. And I wanted to get Apocrypha and see how many books I could get of the ones I need. In the end, I didn't get anything really good, but I did manage to get 2 perk points and die once inside the Apocrypha, which was I wasn't expecting. Okay, let's try the Lich. This could be interesting. So I made the Port of Fire exactly for this occasion. The Dragon Priest is down there. So let's take red wine, grill leeks, and we have already bloody meat. Save just in case. There it is. Let's see how much damage we do now. Really? That it? That it? That's the damage we do with the maximum possible stuff. I don't understand. Am I doing something wrong? I was doing more damage before. I was doing more damage with the Daedric crossbow. But much more damage, not a little bit more damage. No, not good. Not good at all. Meridia would do more. Yeah, you're right. But also the previous bow was doing more. I think I got conned. People keep telling me that I need to think about the penetration with Dragon Priest, but it's not true. You don't need penetration with Dragon Priest, you need raw damage with Dragon Priest. So what you need the penetration for are dragons, not Dragon Priest. Dragon Priest don't have that much armor. Oh, this thing that my bolt hits the wall are it's so annoying. Yeah, but I was doing more damage before, so like basically you need raw damage because you cannot bypass resistances. So you need raw damage against this guy specific. Uh-oh. It's such an annoying prick also. Let's try to not die. Let's not die. What about not dying today? That would be nice. Where is he? Don't try regenerate, you piece of noise. I could have died there. I could have died there. I will need to pop a surpassing. I'm not afraid. Yeah, so the Daedric crossbow does slightly more damage than the Dragonbone crossbow, so like it's 30 points, but the thing is it's multiplied, right, by the sneak attack, so by 2.5, so even 30 more damage does have an impact on this. So I feel like I've been lied. You don't need armor, that much armor. Like, you can get the armor penetration of Dragonborn, but you don't need it against the Dragon Priest. For Dragon Priest, you need to have a lot of, like, maybe 80 armor penetration, but then you need to really get the damage out quickly enough. And we did risk a lot in this fight. Not good. I was expecting to do way more damage than this. We have a ton of damage. So another thing I can do is I can make some poisons. I think that's what I'm going to do. For Dragon Priest, we're going to use a lot of poisons. That seems the most reasonable things to do. So you don't apply it very often, but still. Are you using one with a shadow? No, I'm not, because they find me. If I don't one-shot them... So, one with the shadow multiplies your damage by 2, right? The sneak... it gives you 2 times the sneak modifier, right? But it makes us completely detectable. So... So I'm not... I don't know if it's visible from here. Let's see. Noise 0. So let's cast one with the shadow. Okay, I casted it now for 60 seconds. Okay, still says 0, but they can detect you for somehow. So I haven't tried with this character yet, but I died once because I used one with a shadow against the dragon, and the dragon just looked behind him and killed me. Like, I was completely invisible, and I thought I was completely undetectable despite one with a shadow, but the dragon just didn't give a shit and killed me. Also, I'm not sure what's the effect of one with a shadow because I'm still quiet. Okay, this is the big difficult book. I need to be careful. This thing killed me last time. Nice. Stacking more sneak fortification will let you use it. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, okay. The problem I have with one with the shadow, and I always said with one with the shadow, is that it's not clear to me how much I need, because if I knew, then I can work around that, right? So right now I have 25 from the Shrouded Cuirass, 40 from Crozi's, and 0.5, now what is it? I don't remember how much it gives you for the Stone of the Shadow, right? So this is a lot of bonus on top of having 100 sneak, right? So unless one with the shadows reduces... So if I use one with the shadow, can I see the effect? Maybe now it's visible, because it used to not be visible. No, what about this? One with the shadow. Yeah, you see, it doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you what, maybe in the skill. Sneak 100. No, you see, it doesn't tell you. Sneak 100. You see, it doesn't affect this. It doesn't, like... This has always been my problem with one with the shadow. I have no idea what the debuff does. And every time I used it, the enemy found me. Every single time. Against strong enemies, because she's the only one that makes sense, right? So... It's kind of difficult to decide. It's kind of difficult to decide if I want to use it or not, because I'm not certain about the effect it has on the gameplay. So again, this is a problem 3BF Twix has on everything, and it needs to go away at the speed of light. I almost did something really dumb. I need to focus on the game instead of getting killed. That seems like an important aspect of playing this. So maybe I'll ask for more clarification in chat, but on Discord. But like, and I also know a lot of people that play sneak characters. They told me that they have no idea what exactly it does, but they do know that it still makes you detectable even with all the possible bonus in the world. Let's stay in the light. So I was saying, this is the problem with the 3BF Twix has with so many abilities. Like, it's often not clear what the hell an ability does in 3BF Twix. You know what I mean? Like, it gives you generic statement of what it does, but then you just don't know. Like you have a general understanding. Let me put it this way. But general understanding doesn't cut it when you are playing permadeath. You need to know the number. You need to know what you're risking. You need to know what, you know. So, so it's, yeah, I found it very difficult to, sorry, maybe I'm not too clear, but I found it very, very difficult to use it. Maybe with ranged is less problematic because I don't have to be to touch the enemy like it would be with melee. So maybe with this one is easier. But with melee, one with the shadow is death sentence. So it would be really nice to get the 2 times modifier. Because then you ever get what, 7 times? Oh shit. Shit. I also couldn't find much on Xedit. Like I'm bad with Xedit, honestly. I can't stand the tool, but sorry, the tool is amazing. Sorry, I cannot stand the Bethesda engine, so I I try to avoid learning too much because it seems like a crazy tool to learn. How did I miss? How did I miss? Beautiful. Spaghetti code, so it's taking. Yeah, exactly. Like, it can hurt your feeling if you are if you're a developer in particular, dealing with especially the scripting language of Skyrim. I have no idea how people digest that thing. It makes me want to burn my eyes every time I read the script in Skyrim. But also strange that Bethesda did not iterate over the current design. Corrupted. Is there anything for me? Alteration costs 10 less %. So this one, yeah. Let's take all of it. What am I doing? I have so much space. Yo, we got penetrating light. We never use it, but we got. Okay, but then if I pop... Okay, if it's only minus 80, if that's the only effect, then I can use it with a potion. Because at the moment we have... Let me see if it's shown here. We have 100 plus... I don't know why it's not shown there, but we have the fortification, right, of Snake. And we have 100... Actually, I don't know if 25%... 25% harder to detect is equivalent to 25 sneak? Maybe not. But yeah, it's 45 sneak, so I don't know how it works. But let's say it's just addition and it's numbers, right? I have 100 sneak, so 125 with this, 165 with this, and something with the Shadowstone, let's say another 25. So I should be able to sustain rank 2 and still stay invisible. Yeah, but again, it's additionally weird way because it's a percentage here, right? This is a percentage is skills are not percentage based. It's again, I have no idea how this works, but shadow is 15. Okay, shadow is 15. So we have 40, 25, and 15, right? So we neutralize rank 2 one with the shadow. So if I use one with the shadow rank 2, I have 100 sneak, and this is before I ingest a potion. So I should be able to use it like that and still not be detected. We can give it a try, but I'm not going to do it in permadeath. So if we decide to give it a try, it needs to be within a sandbox where we try, and if I die, who cares? Maybe against a very high level enemy. Yeah, I know, you're right. Yes, this stuff is confusing as hell in 3BF2X. Like the different nomenclature, wrong, percentage instead of numbers instead of percentage. It's so bad. So okay, it's additive. I agree. But the weird thing is why I'm not seeing it here. Why I'm seeing sneak 100. You see, lockpicking I 110 because the skeleton key gives me 60, and I have 50, so it's 110, right? Sneak, why it's 100 and not 180? I clearly have 40, 25, 15, so why it's 100? Feels like it's something different. You see my point? So, and then of course, if this is not fortified by Crosis, then yes, then one with the shadow will bring me down to 20 sneak, and then yes, anything will detect me. So then it would explain why it works like that, why I get detected all the times. You see what I mean? Another one is meeting. Lucas meeting, right? If I equip the serial board family and the notched pickaxe, sorry, you can see they have an impact on smithing. 115, right? So why sneak is not affected in the standard way? So what exactly Crosis is changing? It's such a confusing mess. And that's the reason why I think most people don't use one with the shadow. Is because, actually, let me check. If I trigger one with the shadow, do I go down to 20? Okay, it's triggered. No. So one with the shadow is active. I have 190, and let's wait for it to be done. 5% more sneak attack, by the way. Sorry, 25% more damage, by the way. Just saying, we just got 25% more damage. Okay, 18 seconds. Let's see. In 18 seconds, we should see the numbers change. But you see it's not changing it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. So nothing has changed. Yeah, nothing has changed. And again, look at this. This alchemy 100. A ring of pure mixture. Still 100. What? Okay, then there's another example, is the ring of pure mixture doesn't affect directly alchemy. So maybe what could be the case is that Skyrim has a cap to 100 sneak, and to bypass this cap, what the 3BF2X team has done or the Requiem team has done is there is another modifier for sneak that actually does affect sneaking, and that's why all the modifiers are toward that and not the base sneak number. So that's what I think is happening, but I don't know where to get this number. So I don't know how to consider one with the shadow. I tell you, man, it's like I've been considering a lot of stuff and it's so weird. How's it called? Seeker of Shadow. Yeah. Nice. 25% more damage. This book is good. 25% more sneak damage. So now we do 575 times the damage in sneak. Alright. It's funny because the stealth builds are some of my favorite ones, as you probably can tell, right? I can play overpowered builds forever. I really like the idea of, killing enemies without them being able to do anything about that. So I play these builds since forever, and I still don't fully understand how they work. Like, if you ask me, how does, an axe work, on a swords work? I know. It's obvious. There is a clear formula. Same for movement speed. Like, I know. Sneak? I have no idea. Like, I know what's the idea they have and how in theory should work. But I still have no... Yes, okay, good. So I assume that they are fighting each other for this modifier. So one with the shadow is minus 80 not to sneak but to that. And that means that all the bonuses I have work against, like, basically they nullify each other if I use one in the shadow, right? Yeah. Which I thought it was this one down, sneak mod, but it doesn't seem like it's this one. Like, I always thought it was this sneak mod, but this doesn't change with, if I remove crosses. Oh, it is. But then what? Okay. So sneak mod is the thing you're talking about, I guess, then. But then why one in the with the shadow doesn't change it? So let me check. Let me remove everything I have. So this should be the basic modifier, 25 mod. Which I guess is... It's 15 from Shadowstone. Maybe Boetia? I don't know how I get to 25. But then if you add crosses and... What is it? And the Shrouded. So Shrouded is 25 and crosses is 40. So you get to 90. So if I go back, equip them, I go to 90. F sneak skill multiplier. Okay. F sneak skill mult. Can I just use get a V? Or it's some other parameter? I see. Okay. All right. Not an afterbar, no clue how to check it. Thanks. But yeah. Okay, but we know that it's connected to this sneak mod, right? And my point is, if I activate one with the shadow, why one with the shadow is not modifying the same thing that Crosis is modifying? Right? So this value is modified by Crosis, but not by one with the shadow. So it's this kind of uncertainty that make really hard to use one with the shadow. Like, everybody should use one with the shadow when you have high sneak. But it's really hard to use it because it's really hard to understand what the hell it does. And being detected as a sneak character is a death sentence. So you don't... This menu is just not sure. Yes, yes, I understand. But you see the Crosis is changing the sneak mode, right? So, and also the Ancient Quera. So this is the harder to detect modifier. But it's not what one with the shadow changes. Like, Crosis changes something different from one with the shadow. Because this is affected by Crosis, but not by one with the shadow. Alright guys, I think it's time to get our new shiny armor. We can do named Dragon Priest, so I think it's time to do the... Okay, you know what? It's time to get stronger weapons, so let's make the Daedric weapon even stronger than what it is. Okay, 1 second. Let's finish the crossbow questline first. That's the first thing we do. So let's go to Fort Dungard and talk to Surin. Then we start the crossbow questline, finish it, get and check if that gives us any bonus with crossbows. It may do, or a better crossbow, and then based on that we take the crossbow and go and do and kill the and do the Moraton questline to get the 30% increased sneak damage. That will be probably the end game armor of this build, if I had to guess. About the sneak modifier, I think I will ask in on Discord. Maybe I can tag you. Like, I think it's time to clarify what the hell one with the shadow does. But I can tell you that I've been killed because of one with the shadow. So yo guys.
All right, Isra. You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires.
So welcome to Fort Dawn.
I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against.
And they have an elder scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way,
This is all well
it's
and
going
good,
to be
but do we
us.
actually know anything about what
We'll
they're
get
doing?
to that.
What
For
do you
now,
do
get
now?
acquainted. You'll
with
find
the
room
space.
to start more tinkering on that. There's an area large enough for you to pin up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for you.
I wonder what we're up against here. A basic one, of course. Talk to Gunmar if you need materials. I want to add some punch to our crossbow. I've always been fascinated with Dwemer, but as luck would have it, So, if you'd be a dear and collect those plans for me?
Okay, let's do it. Ancient technology. Where do I need to go? It's sauce time. You're a developer? If you're getting there, it feels like you're a developer. Okay, it's even more spaghetti code. We're surprised that Bethesda stuff is and like, I don't think it's Modder's fault. I think it's just that working with the Bethesda engine is shit. Like, I wish we had something like OpenMW for Skyrim. No, just enjoy Exedit. Okay, alright. I have made special balls for you guys. Enjoy the frost damage. Ignore it. I don't need to fight this guy. Oh! 17.8. That black book is such an important part of playing Snake. I didn't know about it until I started playing Dragon Ball, because originally in Requiem you didn't have support for Dragon Ball, so I didn't know there was this black book with additional modifier. There we go. So total detection number, sneak level, times sneak mod, times F sneak skill multiplier. Okay, so if I have every perk, like we have 35 plus 15, 50. Plus 10, 60, plus 15, 75. So if I have every perk, I have 75. So one with the shadow brings me down to -5. F sneak skill multiplier. So one with the shadow will always be a negative. Can you be careful? No, you cannot, Tyler. You can't. The two bloods are incompatible, and it's actually part of the. You need to pick. Essentially, you need to pick. The short answer is you need to pick. Yeah, you're right. I understand now. It makes sense. So you can get 75%, but then it will still be not. Like one with the shadow will. Oh, sorry. Sorry for the noise, guys. Okay. So. So again, we can just count, right? If I understand correctly. This sneaking is 35 more effective, is affecting the same thing one of the shadow effects. So 35, 50, 60, 75. So one with the shadow is -80, so you go to -5 when you have every single perk is sneak. Still, -5 should be fine, right? Because we still have a ton of other things that are annoying. At night time, seriously. During daytime, they attack you. It's not bad. It's a way to get some more meat. Look, we're going to fight a Dragon Priest very soon. Okay, I'll finish this quest and then we do the Morathon, so we need to kill the Shock Dragon Priest. Let's try one with the shadow there. Let's see if I will try it. I will get even close to the Dragon Priest. So let's see if he can feel us. But if that's true, then it shouldn't. The one with the shadow, it shouldn't affect us too much because we have all the perks. The only thing that I don't understand is you need all the perks to get one with the shadow, right? So oh no, it's weird. Where is Surin?
Hope you're getting along with Isran. I like what Isran has done with the... I often wonder where we'd be if the Dwemer were still around. Here, let me show you how it's made. Assuming you have the smithing skills, you should be able to make this yourself at Gunmar's Forge. Either way, I'll have some for sale soon. I've got more leads on it. Those last ones helped me immensely. If you could collect this one for me, it's sure to result in extraordinary success.
Okay, Robber's Cave. Where is Robber's Cave? Robber's Gorge. Wait, where is Robber's Gorge? Is again a place in... yeah, but that it tells you in the... That it tells you in the description. I think this is to avoid cheesing, because as a ranged character, otherwise this would be free, right? Because stealth is in relation with how far you are. Detection is in relation with how far from the enemy it is, right? And it's like exponential. So if you're not invisible, you must be within 48 feet from the enemy. If you're invisible, you must be 25 feet. Yeah, I have no idea what 25 feet are. I'm European, but I assume it's very close. But I have no problem to be close with this build, right? Like, I just don't want to be completely in the face of the enemy. But we can, like, okay, look, we'll try, why not? Where is Robber's Gorge? Robber's Gorge is, oh, a bandit cave. Okay. Come on, guys, leave me alone. What do you want? What do you want to do? Even more spaghetti code. You know, when I started studying the software development, especially if you read a lot of books about software development, right? The code they present is often very clean, nice, beautiful to read. It's like, you're like, wow, my life is going to be like this. You know, like I'm going to read a bazillion of code like this, and it's going to be beautiful, and I'm going to enjoy it a lot. And then you start working, and you realize how much spaghetti code exists out there. like the vast majority of the code is spaghetti code. And it sucks. Can we avoid the fighting the bandits? Because I really don't care about fighting these guys. By the way, the worst part of modding Skyrim is by far the scripting. Like, I don't know what I don't know what the Bethesda developers drank that day, or they smoke, but they clearly smoked something. But the scripting language is shit. And at any point in time, they could have added support for, you know, Lua. I don't particularly like Lua, but you know, Lua is an example of a scripting language that at least is very consistent, or more consistent. Let me put it this way: not very consistent, more consistent than the scripting language for Bethesda. But Bethesda decided to not add it, but also to not support that much the scripting language. Like, if you search online information about the scripting language, is like very vague. Let me put it this way. And it's such a, like, why? Why can't you just make, you know, just use a standard language? And if you don't want to support, like, if you want to support, sure. But if you don't want to support, just use a standard language, one of the many available. It's free. Oh, come on. Am I this bad? Yes. Don't answer that question.
I knew I'd find that.
I wish there was a waypoint directly to the castle. I can understand why it works like that, but it's so annoying to have to go in and out like this every time. You said it's a 6-part quest.
Hope you're getting along with East. I'll have some for sale soon. Be a dear and fetch me another set of
Broken yield. No, 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 what have I done? Are they, no. Oof. That would have been bad. Yeah, that part is very boring. Like, it makes sense, they wanted to add ambushes, so like the designer went and add this additional space, but still it's boring. Okay. So I've activated one with a shadow. Let's see how much damage we do. 5.7 to normal enemies. So let's see the one with the shadow how much we do. 6.8. So it's not too. And if I do with the...
What was that?
How much was this? 17.8. Ah, cool. So every time we talk with her, she gives essentially a new perk. Okay, okay. Oh, holy crap, 560 multiplies the damage by 2. Well, that's yeah, that's nice. All right, let's add this to the roster. I can see this could be very helpful. Let's add it to the things we can use. 560. So okay.
Hope you're getting along with Isran. Here, assuming you have the smithing skills, you should be able to make... Want to head out there and collect some more?
Further stuff. Further stuff. Nice that he also power up a spell power. It's good to see they thought about that. Sometimes we forget about the fact that arcane assassins exist.
Come back here. Give them the dogs, boys.
Nah, why would I kill them? I don't gain anything out of this. It's a bit more complicated than that, Tyler. The damage can be resisted, right? So the more damage, the more probable you get through resistances. Also, 20% more damage is a lot. Like you would have to hit the enemy many times in order for the speed attack
You're gonna die.
to catch up with just the raw damage that you do as a orc. Like, the short version of this is that the is that orc will always do more damage than Redguard, but Redguard is amazing if you, for instance, use like sunlight weapons, right? Because then the damage, then the orc buff doesn't really help them much or at all. Whereas with Redguard you get more attack speed and not the buff. So that's an example. Redguard is also better if you use, I don't know, infusions, if you rely a lot on enchantments. But for raw damage, nothing competes with orc. And the thing about the 20% is that it scales in the end game really well, because the stronger the weapon is, it's a bit like a stick multiplier, right? So the stronger the weapon is, the more damage orc does, right? Whereas like all the swords swing at the same speed, kind of. So the bonus you get from Redguard is kind of fixed in a way, right? But the buff from the Red Guard scales sadly to the end game. So all of this to say that Orc will really work well. No more vampires. That's sad. I was kind of enjoying that. I didn't know there was the multiplicative damage from Orc. Yeah, but yeah, the point stands, right? Exactly. So, Orc is better unless you don't care for physical damage, and then yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But you have to believe me, Tyler, Orc is really strong. Like, it scales really well in the end game. You just need to be able to deal with the stamina usage, and which is less of a problem in the end game because you're going to use a lot of power attacks in the end game. So the main drawback of using an Orc doesn't really exist in the end game.
Huh? I'll have some for sale soon. Here's the location of the next set of Dwemer diagrams. Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've noticed that with Oriel. So I wanted to increase the sunlight weapon, sunlight bow speed, and I went Oriel, and you could tell that having too many. So the sunlight bow is light, so it's already quite fast to draw. Then you have 50% from the marksman, and then Oriel itself wasn't adding that much because there was diminishing return right there. Did I finish all the quests?
All right then.
No. Yeah, I was about to say Red Guard, or repressing. Yeah. So in my experience, Oriel Blessing works really well for either dual wield builds or for two-handed heavy weapons. Like, it works really well for Warhammer. Retrieve the cursor from dump. Oh, I don't know what's in there. Yeah. The problem is too much attack speed gets you killed. Why? So one of the funniest builds to do as a Red Guard is the Hollow staff build. Enchanting infusion, then you use a very light staff, possibly a golden staff, sorry. I don't know if they exist, but something like that. And then you have an insane attack speed and you just dish out a lot of damage thanks to the infusions, and the attack starts bugging out. Oh really? Ah, yeah, okay, I see. Yeah. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I see your point. But it's not bugging out. It's just very, very quick, like lightning quick, and you tend to move farther. I'm doing Red Guard, Tower, Meridia, always save a dagger with infusion. Dual wield or dagger shield? Oh, it's very smart. Use Tower to counter Meridia's drawback. So you stand still when you fight. I start falling. Yeah. Okay, Thomas, I agree. I do that too. My first stream in this list, I was playing my dual wield, dual sword, dual bound sword Orc, and I wasn't able to control some dagger shield. Yeah. but I will be very interested in seeing the how fast you can go with Nettlebane, because Nettlebane has in the current implementation has no low bound. When you hit an enemy, it reduces their poison resistance by 5%, right? So, quite thank you for it. Yeah, I can imagine. So with Nettlebane, you can always reduce poison resistance to 0, always, right? Because Nettlebane is super fast. The debuff duration is 60 seconds. So one second. Where do I need to go? Whoops. Anyway, so if you rely a lot on speed, with Nettlebane you should be able to demolish the poison resistance of any enemy, even high level enemies. And then poisons will shred them apart, right? Poisons are so strong, especially in a Serpent Mephala, but not necessarily in a Serpent Mephala, right? You don't need to be Mephala to do a lot of poison damage if they don't have resistances. And you can use either without LA or HA perks. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, why I'm looting this guy. Nettlebane is broken. Yeah. Nettlebane is broken. Nettlebane is really fun to use. It's broken. It does what the Ebony Blade was doing before they nerfed it. So, and because it's so fast and the reduction is always that value, no matter what. It's kind of you essentially build to do a lot of poison damage.
That scuba's mine.
Yo! I need to try again with an Nettlebane. I died the last time I tried, and then I went with Ebony Blade the next time. But I want to try again a Nettlebane build. And in particular, because with the new Serpent, you can coat your Nettlebane with poison. So each hit reduces the defense and applies poison. That must be strong. That feels strong. Every time I think about it, it feels strong. Then maybe use also infusions. Oh. And it should be really, really strong. It's a build that I'm thinking about. It's just that I recently done in a Serpent Mephala. I don't want to do another one, but I think it could be really strong. Oh, this is a big dungeon. Yeah, I agree. That's there will be one streamer that shows how broken it is, and it will be immediately debuffed. Yeah.
something. I know I heard something. Anybody there?
I need to go back to exit? There is no other exit from this place? It's like there should be another exit from this place. In here, no, huh? No. The drop down is the exit. Thank you.
Is somebody there? Where'd you go?
Somebody was there. Okay. Serene, I lost count of how many we have done. We've done 4 or 5, right? We need 2 or 3 more. No, it's not a vampire, that's a vampire. Ah, would have been nice. Once we are done with that, we buff again all the crossbows. The only thing that yeah, it's a bit of a problem. I haven't found a smithing good potion. So I only have faint, I think. So only 2% bonus. I don't know why I couldn't find a good potion. But I couldn't. Maybe we can check if it's this
Hope
elite.
you're getting along. Assuming you have the smithing skill. But I can't wait to see these drawings. It's sort of a random assortment of things. Don't get yourself killed.
Did you need something?
Here we... I fear for what is to come. East Run had a surprising stockpile.
I immediately realized things must be pretty bad.
Okay. That's a good shot. wonder what level we will finish this playthrough, because we're level 42 and I already have a ton of experience even before I do Solstein or, you know, Alduin or Solskjaer. Like, I'm basically already boosted. Like, it's going to be one of those builds that end up being level 60 or something, you know, the insane values you should never reach. But I like this build. Can't stop playing it. I need to close, guys. I have my food. I'll continue in probably a couple of hours, maybe a bit more. See you later. Bye bye.